Hi guys, happy Witchy Wednesday. I'm a day ahead of myself. I thought it was Thursday, so every post I have made this morning is your daily tarot for Thursday. And it is not Thursday, it's Wednesday, so screw me. Anyways, the basement blessing, I have got to, yes, I've got to update everybody on the basement blessing and how incredible it is. I mean, it is amazing, the energy in the house now. It's almost like when an argument starts, it doesn't peak to craziness. It just kind of, it bumps and then it's, over. So it's not like this constant loop of ridiculousness, narcissism, and hedonism and masochism and just being a complete and utter, asshole. So it's actually really, really working. And I'm going to share with you guys everything I did to clear that basement. Thank you to my very dear friend Ron, who actually suggested holy oil, the holy, sacramentals. Literally, so I kind of went with La Santísima Muerte. I worked with her, and I also worked with Isis and Thoth. So it was pretty good. It went very well. Yeah, it's very well. Everything is just, I can go to bed now and not fear. I can go to bed and not, be afraid to go to bed. So it's really good feeling. But you also have to do action. You have to be active. So once you do this, you have to, you have to continuously try your best. I'm honestly, everybody that knows me and my whole situation knows that I am trying my freaking best. So, but yes, it's just crazy how great that worked. So the first thing I did the lesser banishing ritual of the pentagram. Surprise. So did that, cleared everything out down the basement. Did this before, so I kind of did it beforehand. I didn't record everything. I just recorded the blessing and the prayer over, where it caved in, whatever. And that is, it makes sense, and I can actually, connect the dots in a sort of way with, the basement caving in and the crazy, behaviors and just the negative stuff. So there's no more you're not good enough, you're evil, you're a faggot, no more of that. So that's all I did, but it did take me a week. It took me a week to actually go down there and do it. So it was pretty crazy. The holy salt, actually, if you look up, Google how to make holy water, you'll find a page. The first part is the salt, so it's the exorcism of the salt. Not exorcism as in getting the demons out, but it's a blessing the salt to make it a holy sacramental to be used. You can also do your holy water too. But with La Santísima Muerte, I like to do, is just put a little pinch of salt in some very nice reverse osmosis water. I give her the best water that I can. And then I just kind of shake it up and spritz her altar like normal. So boom, holy water. It's great. And yes, I did do it in a Catholic context. So this is very eclectic because, for one, I don't know if witches actually perform exorcisms. I've seen stuff. I don't know. I just kind of, I don't know. I kind of chuckled at first, and then I realized, wow, I maybe need to do this. There could be something going on. I don't know. So it was pretty weird. Yeah. So yeah, I have one strange experience. 2, the basement didn't baffle me, and yes, it's still crying. No idea why. So I had to watch Stigmata last night. And then that turned into when Father Almeida died, the Virgin Mary statue started crying. Alright, so yeah, I'm still not sure on the statue. I am clueless. Literally clueless. But yes, I started with the basic. I made the salt, I blessed it, and then I also I blessed it in the traditional witch way. So that is where you take your left ring finger, a little bit of saliva, 3 X's on your bottle of your salt, hold it in your hands, And then you're going to visualize those 3 X's going into the salt and purifying it. So it's going to glow. And it literally looked like it glowed on camera for me. So, and then you say, what is that? So 3 X's with the left ring finger. You can do blood. I mean, if you sterile needle, alcohol wipes. I suggest just saliva because it works just as good. So, and then you say, once you have that and you're holding it in your hands, you would want to say, be thou consecrated and imbued with the hallowing mind of the old ones, and increased through thy spirit by sun and moon and stars, sky and earth, water and fire. And then you breathe, do a heart breath, get the heart breath going, fill your center up with sky, earth, let the alchemical process happen. So very alchemical. And you have your holy salt. So you can do it any other way you want to too. My friend Ron did suggest leaving the salt and the holy water with the crystals too. So I'm going to put crystals on every single window sill, just small little quartz crystals. So you can get them on eBay, very cheap. Amazon bulk, very cheap. The more you buy, the less you pay. So, I forget what I was going to say. Yeah, I totally forget what I was going to say. What else? Oh yeah, and then I just kind of got, a holy oil, let's see, yeah, leave it in the full moon, the water and the salt and your holy oil and your rocks for as many moon phases as you can for the full moon, which is coming up. Not this Friday, but next Friday the 13th, we have a full moon. Lucky day. And then, yeah, so basically, that's all you do. And then the prayer of exorcism, I don't know. Honestly, I don't know where this came from. So I kind of altered it to my taste. Just because that's just the way I am. Alright, so it's very different. It's very, very different. So I'm not, but it worked. It worked for me. So that's all I can say. So this went, Kingdoms of salt, or Kingdoms of earth, sing unto God your praises, Thoth. So I'm changing it up. Kingdoms on the earth, sing on praises to our goddess, Isis. And you can just, whatever god or goddess you work with, there you go. You can switch out the words, the names. So God in heaven and God on earth. By the majesty of your glory, we humbly implied that all infernal powers be released their snare, that all deceit of wickedness which dominates us be taken from us. We exorcise every spirit that is impure, every power that is evil, every attack from an adversary from hell, every legion, every diabolical sect, and every congregation. Deliver us, my Lord, from the snares of the devil, allowing us to serve the course of your freedom. This is how we will serve. We beg that you hear us. In all his saints, God is wonderful, that he promises to humble the Holy Ring's enemies. Thoth himself is the one with power over his people. He is the strength of his people. He and Isis are there for the people. Blessed be to God, and glory be to our Father. Blessings to the goddess, mother of all glory. So it was really, really pretty simple. Very simple. So that's basically all I had to do. And then I did do a little bit of, a tarot, so just a basic how did my working go. So I should have done this beforehand because this is in the realm of gray magic, which I don't like the terms gray, white, black, whatever. They're going to have purple magic next, red magic, green magic, burnt sienna magic. If that ever happens, I'm quitting everything I do. I'll never do anything again. If burnt sienna magic ever comes to be, I would be so pissed. So basically my question was how was my basement blessing? Did it work? That's what I focused on. Did it work? Are things going to look up? Are things going to get worse? So, and then I shuffled my Lenormand cards, and I got the lilies. So, alright, here we have right here. The lilies are a sign of a happy and pleasant life, and everything is surrounded by positive cards. So if surrounded by negative cards, they can mean discord at home or in your relationship, and are meant to you of problems that could lead to separation or divorce. Alright, so that kind of showed what was going on in the house. A lot of what was going on with that. And then card 29, the lady, signifies happiness. So the lady was in conjunction with. She's next. She's in the middle, so it was 1, 2, 3, straight across. So we have the lady then. So the lady card functions as the female version of the significator card. So we have the rider, and then we have, we have the gentleman, which is the significator card, and we have the lady. So she refers to the woman in question, who is trying to see the future. Thematically, it represents a good friend, partner, or wife. So we can see here that, whoever married my dad, my mom, obviously, that was ridiculous. Whoever married my mom, my dad. Alright, now we go down. So the fish came up next. So this card signifies deep insight into psychological and spiritual matters. And literally, I am seeing so much psychological things, psychological issues after the basement blessing. So it did help, the basement blessing, but there's also more to it than just that. The psychological, everything that has to do with it, the spiritual, everything, every bit of our brains, every layer, every atom, every particle of energy in this universe. So, alright, now, when surrounded by negative cards, no negative cards are here. This is a warning against unrest and discord. So if you go back up to the lilies, or, the lilies, discord at home or in your relationship. So, and then it is a warning against unrest and discord. No negative cards though, but conversely, positive cards announce the coming of riches and happiness. So I don't see riches as money, not at all. I see it as having a very happy, loving, kind, compassionate, empathetic family, and a clear house. So, and then just my overview, the basement blessing was a success. I can rest better at night now. So that's basically what I did, everything that took place for that. So I don't know about the prayer of exorcism. I don't know how well that works. I think it did work, but then I did the prayer of La Santísima Muerte with just the basic protection. So since La Santísima Muerte, wow, she rules over the dead, she rules over all spirits, everything, she's neutral. I really think that she had a very big impact. So after that, I gave her an apple. So I mean, I don't know how many, it's just so much that goes into cleansing a house, and I never thought it would actually ever happen. I never thought anything like that could be possible. Okay, I was wrong. So I was completely wrong. Yes, of course, it's very possible. So, I'm not sure if it'll rear its head back up. I do have a friend that's very, very psychic, and he sees me astral project into their apartment, and when I don't mean to. He just didn't know anything about the situation. So, very, very, very different. Did not know anything about the situation. Kaboom. We started talking. He knew everything that was going on. It was so strange, and it was amazing too. Because I don't tell people. I'm not that open about my personal life now. I don't. It's too risky. I keep it to myself. So I can just, I don't know how I just put on a happy face. And it works. And then the help of my gin. I love my gin. La Santísima Muerte. I think everything has just been amazing. It really has been amazing. So I'm going to do a little blog. I'll get things kind of worked out, and I will share this with you guys. So if you guys are having problems at home, the salt is very good. So what I did one night, okay, we'll get a little personal for just a minute. Alright, one night I thought things were going to get bad. Things were going to blow up. Someone was yelling and, being the narcissistic men that they are. And then I went, took, just you can have a little bit of salt in your, hand, and, person faces towards the TV when I'm darting for the bathroom because I have to piss like a racehorse. Don't know why. Gabapentin evidently makes you want to pee a lot. So yeah, too much information, but you guys, I don't care. Yeah. So yeah, I just kind of went and took some salt and real quick, a real quick one. Just worked perfectly. So I went around my windowsills. I went around my bedroom, my temple room right here. And I love it that people think I live in a tent when nobody really has any idea what's out there, and this is an actual apartment. Sorry. So yeah, it actually worked. It actually worked. So the salt on the windowsills, I'm going to be doing some crystals, and I'm going to soak them in holy water and let them sit with some holy salt as well, sacramental holy salt, which you can get from the La Santísima Muerte course that we went over big time. So it's on my Patreon page. If you're a patron of mine, you have access to all of that great information with La Santísima Muerte and how to rid your house of unwanted nasties. So I really think it was something, I don't know what it was. But the day I did it, I was yelling at it, saying, alright, go away. I don't pray quietly. It's very loud. I want my intentions to be heard by whatever's listening. I don't care what it is. The universe, God, Goddess, whatever you want to call it. Jesus, Thoth, Isis, that's what I call it. So, but it worked. So yes, I actually stood my grounds, but I heard it. I kept hearing it. My friend heard the same thing. The same thing. Not Ron, my friend that gave me the advice about the holy water, the salt, the sacramentals, and the crystals, but my other friend that's very psychic. He heard the same thing. It told me I was doing the dishes, and I'm right under, when I go into the kitchen, I am right there. So the basement is literally right under me. And it's a very mental thing with it, so you have to be able to distinguish between your own voice, your ego, and that of a spirit. So for me, it's very, very easy now. Doing it for so long. Oh, God, I don't even want to know how long. I feel like I'm getting really old. But anyways, yeah, it worked. And he heard the same thing, but I was speaking to it, and I was telling it, you have to go away. You have to stop oppressing the weakest link. And the weakest link is the one that is the drunk, the alcoholic, the one that can't, cope through life, through the day without alcohol. So, basically it said that it was going to kill everybody. And it chuckled, and I laughed so hard. And yeah, you're not going to do anything. Nothing's going to happen. You don't have that kind of power. I'm alive, you're not. That's for sure. So, and then it started to say it wanted to be called the Unbornless. I'm like, okay, what have you been watching movies, Spirit? Really? So yeah, evidently they have a sense of humor. I should have known that from my grandma, because she has a very, very, very good sense of humor now. She always did anyway. But yeah, it just went great. Went down there, told it I was going to go down there, but I waited, so I think I kind of surprised it. I don't know, honestly, but yeah, it was over with, so everything's just light. Everything is amazing, and I just can't be more grateful. I'm just overwhelmed with joy. It's almost like it's just very hollow, but the love is still here. So it's just like love is building up instead of hatred and anger. So you can literally feel the love. It's smothering almost, which I'm okay with that. But when you can walk into a house and you can feel that evil, not evil, but negative energy, and you can cut it with a knife, how thick it is, that's what I don't like. That's what makes the PTSD and the other things kick in. And I was hallucinating. So I don't think I was actually hallucinating. I think I was actually hearing that spirit mock the person, the weakest link. So I do think it was a spirit imitating a living person, if that makes sense. I don't know if that can happen. So this is all new to me. I've always had, just good experiences with my spirits in the house, except for that basement. So I don't know. What do you guys think? What do you guys honestly think? And what do you guys think about the statue? It's still crying. It is still crying. It does not happen in real life. It does not happen in real life. And then it cries. I'm like, wow. So yes, the temperature, the statue is room temperature. And if I find out that those tears, however, I need to get some kind of infrared contraption going on, I don't know. And if they show to be white, I'm gonna freak out. That'll be the day. That'll be the day. If those are real tears, that's gonna be weird. Wonder how much you could sell a bottle of Baphomet's tears for. So literally, I've got to find out a reason or a means of how to do this. So my dad is, a plumber, electrician. He, the whole thing, architect, and a contractor, all that in one, building inspector, all that good stuff. So I think it could be a good thing. Some of his tools will come in very handy, especially the readers, the meters. Those things are great. I love to go through all his stuff and just pick out what I can use for investigating, like the statue and the tears, and then testing the shungai, which is on my channel somewhere on here. So I don't know. It's just really cool. Things are better. So, but all right, guys, I had to just pop in and tell you all what a great thing that was. Very, very, very happy. Very. Thank gods and the goddess. So yes, I will definitely get that blog for you guys. So if you guys have any problems, yeah, I will gladly help if I can. So, all right. I love you all very much, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Hopefully, maybe, yeah. So, all the way from Venus. Beam me up already, jeez. All the way back down. So, I will see you all tomorrow, and everybody have a great day. I cannot get comfortable. And yes, thank you guys for being in the live chats. It's amazing, it's fun, it's great, and I love you all. So, I will see you guys tomorrow. And everybody have a good day and a good weekend coming up.